In the summer of 1971, a chilling experiment unfolded in the basement of Stanford University's psychology building. What started as a study on human behavior in prison quickly became a stark illustration of the power dynamics between prisoners and guards. 24 male college students were randomly assigned roles as either guards or prisoners. The Stanford Prison Experiment was designed to last 2 weeks, but was abruptly halted after just 6 days. The basement was transformed into a mock prison, complete with cells and a solitary confinement room. The guards were given uniforms, mirrored sunglasses, and wooden batons to establish their authority. The prisoners were arrested at their homes, strip-searched, and given ID numbers. This process was intended to de-individualize them and make them feel powerless. The experiment took a dark turn almost immediately. The guards, embracing their roles with unsettling enthusiasm, began to assert their dominance over the prisoners. They enforced arbitrary rules, subjected prisoners to sleep deprivation, and used verbal abuse to humiliate them. The prisoners, stripped of their identities, began to exhibit signs of distress, anxiety, and depression. One prisoner, identified as number 8612, experienced an emotional breakdown within 36 hours. His breakdown was so severe that he had to be released from the experiment. Another prisoner, number 416, went on a hunger strike in protest of the guards' treatment. He was subjected to further punishment and isolation. The Stanford Prison Experiment sent shockwaves through the scientific community, raising serious ethical concerns about the treatment of human subjects. Critics argued that the experiment was unethical because it caused significant psychological harm to the participants. The guards were given too much power, and the prisoners were subjected to degrading and inhumane treatment. Furthermore, the experiment raised questions about the role of the researcher. Zimbardo himself, acting as the prison superintendent, became too involved in the experiment and failed to intervene when the guards' behavior became abusive. This highlighted the importance of objectivity and ethical oversight in research. Despite its controversial nature, the Stanford Prison Experiment had a profound impact on the fields of psychology and criminal justice. It provided a chilling example of how situational factors can influence human behavior. The experiment showed that even ordinary people, when placed in positions of power, can engage in cruel and abusive behavior. The experiment also led to reforms in the ethical guidelines for research involving human subjects. The Stanford Prison Experiment serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of ethical considerations in research. Its findings continue to be relevant today, reminding us of the fragility of human nature and the need for vigilance in protecting individual rights.